Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, May 25th, 2019. I'm doing a call out to everyone. I'm working on trying to compile a way to record the Time for Change calls and get them on to YouTube. And I've had calls and calls and calls from people wanting that type of access. So if anybody out there has some genuine input as far as how we can do that, you can send an email to weareonelightforall.net. We are onelightforall@gmail.net, and the Silver Galaxy at protonmail.com. In today's meditation, it's almost like you moving outside of everything that you've been taught. This is an arduous challenge for many of us because it is all we know. And imagine to permanently let go of everything. Okay? And only when we determine for ourselves that we are going to let go of everything, and that commitment comes from the heart-mind, and so we literally free ourselves from all the entrapments that have been artificially induced to us and into us. And it is about freeing ourselves and assisting others. And I'm not talking about going out and doing sermons and, that type of thing, or saving people. I'm talking about helping them increase their vibrational frequency, which we do every single day. It is making a massive shift for thousands of people into millions of people who write to me from all over the planet. And in those writings and those communications, I am able to understand the climate of the emotionality of humanity. And the things that keep surfacing for many is fear, confusion, and confusion. Not understanding, not being able to make sense or discern what's real and what's not. Concerned about well-being, government structures, many things that we have here. It's why we're all connected all over the planet. Just because we speak different languages and just because we have different cultures does not mean that we are all one. We're all connected. And it is about bringing this civilization together is what it really is truly about. Where everyone drops their egos and embraces one another. Where it is not a I'm mightier than you, or I have more than you, or I know more than you, or I'm more enlightened than you, or I'm more powerful. All of this stuff is based upon ego. There's no debate on it. It's ego. And anybody feeling they have to announce things on their heritage or where they, all of this stuff is just absolutely silly. This is why humanity is not unified. It's why this civilization is constantly against itself. And I know because of the massive amount of communications that come in from all over the planet, that's pretty much what it is. And we're moving into a golden life, a shimmering, free, floating life. And in order for us to do that as smoothly as possible, we've got to let go of all of the constructs that we hang on to, all of the fears and worries. We can no longer give the attention to the very thing that we are leaving, because as we give it attention, we give it energy, and we sustain it, and it keeps us from moving upward. It bolts us back. It attaches to us. It weighs us down. Isn't that ironic? We must become a relaxed civilization. We must have a quiet mind. Open our hearts from the heart mind. Be love. And I know I go back to that a lot, but that is the essence of all of us, is for us to be love, is to genuinely send that message to all of the souls and spirits and gods of this planet. And imagine releasing all of that and becoming so elevated and moving into more and more enlightenment, because as you sustain love, the longer you sustain love, the longer you are enlightened. The longer you move into enlightenment. And you are an enlightened being. The more you stay out of love, the less enlightened you are, which then exposes you to the lower frequencies on this planet. See, we infuse light into the body. Every avenue that we can, we look for a way to bring light, more light into the body, more light into the soul, the spirit, the God. And it's a constant thing of bringing in light. The more light we bring into our bodies, and when I talk about light, I'm talking about the highest high frequency of divine love energy, of deep eternal love. It to literally saturate us and continually bring it in. What this does is it eliminates the lower frequencies that bind us, that hold us. And they're the very things that we keep giving attention to. And it is a challenge for us, but it is also an adventure. And it is also to be aware and conscious of it is a positive thing. It is a good thing because we are aware of it, so that we can move ourselves up. And you look at it, and all of us can look at this. You can see the world around you. You don't look at it from a judgmental standpoint. You look at it as if you're sitting on the sidelines watching it buzz by, just like we're going to do when we are in the now. And we watch the entire construct of the life. We look at the governments. We look at the planet. You look at the silliness, because it is very silly. And as you become more and more enlightened, you really do begin to kind of chuckle at the silliness of it all. It's absolutely counterproductive, and it is it's anti-civilization. It's reverse. And when you look at it from that perspective, you start to say, why, in goodness sakes, would I entertain this for my whole life? Why would I immerse myself in such silliness when I am an omnipotent being? I am a God. I am a soul. I am a spirit. And we're the family. The family of Mother, Father, God. Father, the masculine. Mother, the feminine. And the more we're able to eliminate it, the more change and shift we will experience with this planet and this civilization. Greatly so. And the more you begin to picture, you begin to form your pictures and view. Okay, here's a picture of the silly construct of the planet now. And here's the picture where I want to be, where I desire to be. I no longer am going to give this one. I'm going to dismantle this picture over here. And I'm going to continually assemble a picture over here of pure bliss, happiness, joy, and love. And a lot of people say, oh, that's just soft, mushroomy, marshmallowy things. It's just crazy. That's the ego and the mind trying to convince you that it's a silly thought that you shouldn't pursue. And it takes courage. And it causes you to open your mind, enlighten your soul, and transform your heart into a trusting ball of love the moment you let it in. There are literally thousands of enlightening teachings to choose from in this multidimensional universe. And there's only one that's light years beyond them all. And if you ignored this one simple teaching, if you ignored today from your life, you'd be removing the key to experiencing your soul and your ability to live your life's purpose. And without living this one golden nugget of wisdom, that you have been ignoring, which often leaves empty, desperate, and meaningless energies. And what is it that you need to remain at peace, centered in your truth, intimately connected to divine, trusting, loving God source, no matter what's happening in your world? It really isn't that hard for us to do when we've learned how to trust life and truly surrender our ego. Once you get this one, it feels like winning the Super Powerball jackpot every single day. You'll feel a mountain of confidence beneath your every step. And you'll be unscathed by others' judgments, opinions, and attitudes. Nothing that happens around you and of this world will frighten you in any way. When you are rooted in Source, you instantly become a spiritual leader for your entire community who need your peaceful, expansive lightness to be a living example for them to guide them back home. This is when we talk about, when we go into meditation, this is when we talk about going into the heart mind, to to root yourself in the most peaceful, powerful, infinite source inside you. And you must first embrace and transcend all the suffering in your life and realize that each experience of suffering is just an attachment to a thought from the past. That is all that it truly is. Once and only then the thought is released. There is only this divine presence here to bathe in again and again. And by you and all of us naturally finding this effortless state of inner calm, you then begin to realize without a shadow of a doubt that you are the God source and can manifest, create, and accomplish anything you desire in life. And this is, when you have found this, the difference between creating success and suffering in your everyday life. This is the secret to true inner peace. And it is finding what is real and attaching yourself to it instead of the mind. The mind is not real. It fluctuates with ideas and experiences. What is real is what does not change. It is the constant and ever-present awareness that is at the very core of each and every one of us. It provides all of us with the ability to conquer any demon in our path. No matter how big it is, every negative force will fall before you. And when you have established just one deep root in it, and true inner peace is the natural byproduct. And here's the key. Here's one of the biggest keys. And this is by Mahavata Babaji. Only he who has courage is a true living being. One who has no courage is like a dead man, even though he lives. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are, and relax. Remember, move yourself into the now. Only the now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Not 10 minutes from now, not an hour from now. Only in the now. Allow yourself to release all of these facsimiles of your current existence. The ego, the mind, all of the things that you become immersed and meshed into. And just release them all. This does take courage. We're all courage warriors. To be on this meditation call, you have to be a courage warrior. A courage soldier. For it is courage. It gives us the ability and the strength to overcome the mind and the ego and to live from the heart-mind. Whereas we are freed from all the entanglements of the mind and the ego. drop, your body goes into a calm and peaceful state. Remember, by being in the now, you have all of these thoughts rushing in and out, thousands of them, all day long. But yet you choose not to engage them. You don't obstruct them. They'll go and they'll come and they'll go. This takes courage. And as you're relaxed, you're in the now, you're moving into the heart mind, you are participating, you have identified the mind and the ego, and the mind is not real. And as you're relaxing, you're going to want to breathe. You're going to want to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003, and then exhale through the mouth. You're going to want to do this about 6 times while I'm talking. And as you breathe in, be completely clear and aware. Understand your mind is quieted. You're in the now. You are the master of the mind and the ego. You are in the heart mind. So as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. Divine positive energy is of the God. It is of the masculine and the feminine. It is of the mother God and the father God. It is of prime creator, prime source creator God, our family. And this is the collective consciousness of all of the universes, all of everything that ever has been, ever will be, that ever is. And this divine positive energy, as you're sitting in comfort in the now, and as all of the thoughts are rushing in and out, and you are not participating, you experience a clearness and a freeness. And through your courage of this commitment, you become enlightened into the love. And the communication communicates with you that you are love. And you quiet the mind, open your heart, and you become a very relaxed existence. Now, as you exhale, as you breathe out, breath out through the mouth, all of the things that you know and are aware of that it serves no purpose to interact with these images, these mirages, these illusions, these things that the mind creates. And that the ego is never ending with its insatiable hunger for more and more and more of the same. So we expel it. We have no need for it. It's real simple. We don't care to engage it, or to entertain it, or to give it energy, or attention. This takes courage. We move and we fold into our heart mind. This is very powerful understanding. clear, concise comprehension. We are not in the mind. We are not in the ego. We are in the heart-mind. We operate from the heart-mind. We are the heart-mind. We are love. Deep, eternal love. And as we do this, we are immediately met with our God, our soul, our spirit, our higher self. We merge with this as a clear knowingness. This is a much higher frequency than our body is. So when we merge, it increases the frequency of the physical vessel. And we bring, literally, nirvana, heaven, to earth. The physical vessel being earth, and the God, the spirit, the soul, being heaven, nirvana. The more of us that practice this in harmony with ourselves and others, the more the world that we desire to exist with and in materializes. We are freeing ourselves and expanding our knowledge and understanding of being. We are all encased in perfect, unfettered spheres of the golden light, pink light of Prime Source, Creator God's deep eternal love, emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, purple transmuting flame, violet ray, white fire. The blue and purple and violet flaming light of Archangel Michael. These are part of the frequencies that we command, that we move with, that we're part of. Just to name a few. And the only thing that could ever penetrate these spheres is more deep eternal love. That's it. Nothing else. No negativities, no judgments, no subversiveness, no lower frequencies. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. The circle of light is at the equator of this living being planet, known by many names: Gaia, Terra Christa, Earth, the blue world, the blue planet. And our light expands as soon as we come together and we form this circle, this halo, as it sits at the equator, and we begin to float up. And understand, as we're floating up and as we call on the other beingness and energies, we're saturating the entire planet as we move up above it. And we're compelled to call upon the light energy beings who are in all densities and all dimensions and all universes and all existences, even beyond the ribbon of creation. The ribbon of creation never ends. On the other side of the ribbon of creation, it is a blank canvas, and the collective consciousness of the universes begins to create more. More universes, more galaxies, more stars, more planets. It never ends. And all of these light energy beings are of the deepest eternal love vibrational frequency and of the highest of and are the deepest eternal love energy. They are benevolent. They are unselfish. They are humble. They are kind and generous. The frequencies are high, therefore there is no low frequency emanating from them. And they come in the gugaplexes, massive numbers. These are real beings. And they flock in, and they join our circle, and it fans out in a spiral action of 360 degrees throughout this galaxy into the universe and all universes, all densities and dimensions. It floods everything with deep eternal love. This is a powerful shift for this universe and all universes. We thank them. And we love them, and they love us. We're part of them. They're part of us. And we are humbled. We call upon all of the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the archetypes, all of the angels who are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, of the highest love frequency, in kindness and generosity, unselfishness, with no judgment, no ridicule, no cynicism, no skepticism, and they flood in. They are exuberated to join us in this circle of intensified love light energy. They want it to expand. They want it to saturate the universe in all universes, in all densities. So they join us. And they are humbled, and we are humbled. We love them, and they love us. We call upon all of the ascended masters who have ascended out of body, who are of the deepest eternal love and from the deepest eternal love. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, El Moria, Sananda Jesus, Abundantia. They all flock in. They join us. Think about and feel through your heart mind the immense frequency and energy compiled here at the center of this solar system. Our light expands exponentially. Our circle covers the universe. Quadrillions of light years of sacred space being filled with deep, eternal love light energy. And we thank them. And we are tremendously grateful for them with us as they are. We call upon all of the inhabitants of this planet, in this planet, inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, and all of the beneath Earth civilizations in benevolence, kindness, no judgment, no ego, in peace, being, and joy. All of the deep eternal love from the deep eternal love, and they immediately join us. It is not even a thought. It is an immediate. And we come together and we merge. We embrace them. They embrace us. We love them. They love us. This is a massive, powerful frequency of gathering. We call upon all of the off-worlders, other civilizations who have been trying to assist this civilization in its evolution, in its ascension, in its enlightenment, and freeing itself from its self-imposed bondage. They are of the deepest eternal love and from the deepest eternal love. They are in peace and in joy. They are in harmony. They operate from their heart mind. And they are with us. We embrace them, and we are thankful for them, and we love them as they do us. We call upon all of our loved ones in this lifetime who have ascended out of body, and in all lifetimes that we've inhabited, we're of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. We ask them to join us in this meditation. And they, without hesitation, are with us. And they merge with us. And they are happy. And they are in deep eternal love, as we are. And we are thankful and humbled by their presence. And we love them as they do us. We call upon all the light energy beings at this time, on and in this planet, who decided to be housed in the following forms: the sprites, the fairies, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elemental, earth, air, fire, water, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the Pegasus and the unicorn, and many more. And we ask them in deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, from peace, being, and from their heart minds, to join us in this meditation. And they do, immediately. And they are joyed and happy. We are humbled by them in their presence, as they are us. And we love them as they do us. We look up and we see our meditative sphere ascending center circle. This sphere is so massive, holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion, receiving and sending the deepest eternal love from Father, Mother God, from Source Creation, from the collective consciousness of the universes. It is expansive. It can be seen, felt, and heard through all existence, all densities, all dimensions, all universes. It sends out a far-reaching wave of pure, deep, eternal love-light energy, saturating everything that it comes across or through. We feel it as it saturates the tops of our heads. It rains down. It saturates our physical bodies and our etherical bodies. It saturates our soul, our spirit, our God, from head to toe, inside and out. All that we are, ever have been, and ever will be. We feel completely enlightened in total love. We experience our view clearly from our heart mind. We know that our egos and our mind aren't real. We no longer entertain them. We expand. We look down upon the planet. We see all of our brothers and sisters. We see all life. And we literally saturate them with this deep eternal love, with this love-light energy, so that they become clearer, more aware that they too move into their heart mind, that they too begin to realize that their ego and mind is not real, that the construct of this illusion, this mirage, this imitation world will dissolve. And we move our attention, we move our energy in bliss and enjoy together, when we move it through the heart mind in creating heaven, paradise, peace, prosperity, joy, abundance, perfect health, immortality, all of these are rightful place in our existence, in our evolution, or in our ascension, in our enlightenment. We feel this love vibrating within us, around us, and all life in it and around it, and this planet, this living being, Gaia. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. important that we understand with each of ourselves what we're doing. This is a step, permanent step, into a continual upward, higher and higher frequency existence. It isn't something that we do temporarily, forget about it, and visit it again, at a later date. It's something that we commit to and continue to evolve with and in. Because we know that there's only two directions when we choose the higher frequency direction of complete bliss, joy, being, peace, and a relaxed state of existence. And it changes everything. It's the difference between day and night. Take it with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. It is absolutely imperative that each and every one of us understand this, embrace it on our own, without pressure, without stress, without guilt, without denial, freely and openly operate from the heart-mind, knowing that the mind is not real. And the ego, we know. We know this construct. We know what it's about. This is very empowering. We will be back here tomorrow, Sunday,